Hey everyone, this is Jeff with Eternity Shore, and the Admiral and I had a chance to get away together for about 10 days down in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm going to give you some commentary of our time down in North Myrtle Beach. This was the view from our hotel. It was a Wyndham property, 10th floor, and the weather was great. We had great weather for the first 7 days, especially. Spent time on the beach. Um, Probably my favorite part was we had three different meals on the Intracoastal Waterway, and this was Captain Archie's, where we enjoyed a meal together. Um, Bar food, so stuff like pretzels was great and everything, but um, let me give you a little taste of the audio. There was a live band here, so I'll just give you a little bit taste of what it sounded like while we were there. As we were sitting there enjoying our meal, lo and behold, a barge was coming down the ICW. So I thought I would go ahead and film that. I would love to eventually go down the ICW. I'm not sure how far from the Chesapeake, but man, a dream would be get all the way down to Florida. Those of you that have done that trip or have done trips on the ICW, maybe you can comment. I'll give you a little audio from this barge coming down here. So right now you're watching that barge go under Route 17, and it is headed towards the Little River Swing Bridge, which you see is open right here at the moment. So we'll watch it go through there, and I have a picture of it closing. It's kind of cool. That Little River Swing Bridge has reviews on Google, believe it or not. Many people, non-boaters, complaining that it's open too much and they have to wait for boats to go by. But of course, we boaters really love that. So I enjoyed watching this boat go through, and now we're going to take a look at this thing closing up. It took quite a long time to close up. I think about a minute long. So I might fast forward a little bit here. Maybe it was a little bit less than a minute long. Anyway, enjoyed that view of seeing that boat head down the river and the swing bridge opening up for it. Mary and I went on a bunch of walks together, and one day we went to Heritage Shores Nature Preserve. This was an interesting area to go walk in. This body of water that you see to the left there is House Creek, which runs back into the ocean, actually. And right across there is a golf course, which Myrtle Beach is known for its many golf courses. But there was a lot of, it's kind of a marshy area here, really beautiful. I'm sure in the summer, like July, August, it's probably really buggy, but it wasn't at all here and now. And we enjoyed a great walk, a lot of elevated walkways like this around this little place. I don't know how many acres it is, but interestingly enough, there was cactus, which is just funny to me. I hadn't seen something like that before, just around marsh, but there was cactus. You'll see it's right next to the water, which is fascinating to me. If looking north, you see the Atlantic Ocean just beyond the shoreline over there. We were fascinated by these fiddler crabs, which have one claw. They're hard to get close to because as soon as you get close, they dart into their little holes. So I have some shots of them and darting in and out of the holes in the ground. So they have one claw, but the claws are either right or left. They're not all left, not all right, which is interesting to me. You'll see here, this is them closer to the shore, or I'm sorry, closer to the water. You can see some of them have a left claw, some of them have a right claw. Back along the ICW, this particular stretch, you see this 22-mile section is the longest man-made portion of the entire waterway, coincidentally. And we had dinner in this area, in this section, twice, actually at the same place. This was Taco Mundo, I believe is the name of the place. And it was beautiful out, so we just wandered outside along the ICW here. Show you some pictures here. This is the Barefoot Queen that you can take up and down the ICW, past some of those bridges, like the Swing Bridge. Beautiful marina across the way here. There's another swing bridge. It's not the same swing bridge as we saw before. This area, this section, is quite a ways away from the Atlantic Ocean, either to the north or the south. I believe the closest access point from here is about 6 or 7 miles away. So there's quite a bit of travel you have to do to get from the ICW into the ocean from here. I'm filming this guy who is going, in my opinion, way too fast for the ICW right here, creating wake where he shouldn't. Let me give you one last look from our hotel. This was early one morning, about 6 a.m. There is a storm on its way from the south, and I wanted to show you that rainbow and that weather coming from the south. So thanks again for joining us on this little snapshot of a little vacation that Mary and I had. Next video out, most likely, is Bluetooth radio time. Did we get it installed properly? Is it working? Stay tuned for that video next. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. I put out a video about every week, 5 to 7 days, probably a little bit more like 5 days coming up here because there's going to be more activity because the boat's in the water. It's boating season 2023. Let's get going. Have a great day. Ciao.